So in today's video, we'll be talking about large cruiser guns, large caliber guns, whatever you guys want to call them in this video. So I had someone on my Discord with the name VenerableN who made this new Excel spreadsheet for me. Custom made, all stuff much more accessible so you guys can see much easier for these videos. So thank you to that guy. Give him a nice shout out so you guys can see him on my Discord if you guys want to I don't know, thank him or something. VenerableN, thank you very much, my dude. Anyways, let's get into this video. So we have large cruiser guns. There's 4 of them as of right now. There is 7 on the screen, but this one right here is for a specific ship. I think it's like one of the KMS ships. I'm not sure which one it was for. It was I think it was for a heavy cruiser. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's a heavy cruiser that uses the gun or whatever. But regardless, we're not talking about this gun in particular. We'll be talking about the tier 3 guns right here, the gold guns, and what these guns are good for specializing in and all that jazz. So, right, take 2 because I screwed up on recording. My bad, guys. I messed up a lot in that recording, so we're redoing it this time. Anyways, though, large cruiser guns will be the topic for this video. So we're starting off with the PR5 gun, the breast gun, whatever you want to call it. That is the gun for this topic. So, as always, let's talk about it. Prototype Quadruple 330 MLE 1931 large cruiser only main gun mounts. The breast gun, the PR5 gun, whatever you want to call it, that's this gun right here. So 45 firepower, 102 times 4 on the shells, 12 seconds on the reload, 10 by 10 spread. 110 to 130 coefficients, and the ammo type is APM 55 110 90. So again, guys, we're treating large cruiser guns just like the battleship ones. We're looking at these specific 5 stats in particular: damage, fire rate, spread, coefficients, and ammo typing. Those are the most important things when you look for a gun most of the time. So this one right here is pretty much, I said it in one of my PR5 review videos, it's pretty much a gun used for heavy armor, because this mod right here, even though it seems like 90 is a very low number, it is not. It is pretty much the best gun for heavy armor because this mod right here is super high. In terms of importance, how I value most guns nowadays is damage, then ammo typing, then coefficient. This is how I see it most of the time. Damage from shells is very important. Ammo typing is also very important, and coefficients is also important, but not as important as these 2 right here. So this gun right here is pretty much for heavy armor, and as for heavy armor content in this game, there are some things that need heavy armor guns. For example, the biggest one as of right now is the Hermit fight, the Arbiter Hermit fight. It is a battleship. It is a siren, and it's very high level. You're gonna need the extra damage if you're struggling. So, highly recommend that if you guys are struggling with Hermit, definitely make this gun for your large cruisers. And there are some other events as well too, like EX Fights. The current one right now is Musashi's event. She's also the EX Fight boss, which also, she's a heavy armor boss, battleship. There you go. You want to have these guns for heavy armor content. All right. So how I would rate this is, let's scroll down a little bit here. I have the prototype stuff pulled out, I think. Well, no, I didn't. Let's go ahead and edit that in right now. So with this new feature, let's go ahead and do that. Click that in here. Oops, that was my bad. I'm working on it, guys. I'm sorry. It's my first time doing this with the new Excel spreadsheet. That's my fault. So not aware of as of yet, but we'll work on it as of right now. So scroll a bit down so you guys can see the ranking. So campaign, this gun right here, I'd say it's not the best. Obviously, there's better ones out there, but large cruiser, what can you really do about it? Campaign, I'd probably give this gun like a C+, mainly because it has very low mods when it comes to light armor. The medium is okay, but the light is very low, and the mob content usually has a lot of light armor targets, so you kind of want to have a little bit more there. Everything else though has a very slow reload as well too, so it's not the best at wave clearing. I'm not a big fan of this gun. It's like all right, but like not the best. Now in terms of bossing, this gun is very niche. It's not the best when it comes to medium armor. It's not the best on light armor, but it is really good on heavy armor. So because there's not that many heavy armor bosses in the game, I can't give it the best rating, but it's really good at what it does. So we'll give it a fair B+. mainly because there's not many heavy armor bosses in this game as of right now. I can't really give it the best rating, especially in regular bossing content. There's just like EX fights, and that's pretty much it. So I have to give it a B plus. I can't give it an A, even though it's the best at what it does, which is heavy armor stuff. In terms of farming though, it's a very slow gun. Can't say it's the best gun either there. We'll give it a C minus, probably a D, but C minus because there's not many options for large cruiser guns. There's like 4, that's pretty much it. So we'll give it a C minus. We won't give it a D. I feel bad for it. As for Operation Siren though, pretty much its main purpose is going to be for Arbiter Hermit fight, and it's going to be really good at that. So a little bit biased here. It is really good at Hermit fights, and Hermit is one of the biggest content in this game as of right now. We're going to give it an A. So pretty much across the board, it only excels at pretty much Hermit fight and some specific fights in the game. Otherwise, it's a kind of meh gun for the most part. Let's go ahead and assign that to the next part. And as you guys can see, it's going to be over here, bumped into the rows or whatever, which you guys can't see, but it says campaign, bossing, farming, and Operator Siren listed right here for the statistics. I need to edit that. I'll probably work on that in my next video, whatever, but that's how it's going to be. So let's go ahead and clear that. Oh, loving this new feature, guys. Loving this new feature. It's great. Right, so the next gun we'll be talking about is going to be the Triple 305mm B50, the Kronstadt gun. Let's go ahead and post that right here. Hopefully I don't make anything look weird, but maybe I will. Maybe I will. So if I click that, it should open. Nah, I don't know. Click it. We'll leave it like that. I think that's fine. It may look weird a bit here, but it's fine. Anyways, let's scroll a bit down. I gotta get used to using this. It's gonna be really weird. And that's a little thing right here. Paste options. Get rid. Oh my god, I need to get rid of that. Please, just go away. Go away. You know what? I got an idea. All right, let's do that. Then do that. All right, perfect. All right. Anyways, okay. Sorry, guys. Anyways, we got the Kronstadt gun here. So, actually, 1 second. I will be right back. 1 second. All right, so I have to pull up the gifts or whatever because I want to show you those as well too. I have to make sure no one sees that because I have to search through my histories. But regardless, we went ahead and found the gifts. I can go ahead and start with the next part. So again, Kronstadt gun is right here. This one is accessible during her events earlier this year in March. And let's talk about the statistics. So 45 firepower, 108 times 3 on the damage shells, 9.2 second on the fire rate. 8 spread, pretty tight right there. 1 times 3 on the shells, 110 to 130 on the coefficients, and the ammo type is APB, 70, 115, and 80 across the board. So this gun right here is pretty much meant for, I believe, heavy armor compared to the other gun I'll be talking about, which is the E-Girl gun. Compare it to the comparing it to the other gun right here, the PR5 one. Now, this one is definitely better on heavy armor, but this one right here is better in every other scenario because it's faster reload, and I'll explain why that's really good later on. And it's just better on medium and light armor. But this one is the better heavy armor, but this one is not bad either. This one I believe is like the jack of all trade, but it's very good on medium armor. I believe it's the best medium armor large cruiser gun in the game, so you want to run with that. So with that being said, I believe this gun right here, if you guys have it, definitely is probably one of the best large cruiser guns as of right now in the game, and it's very easy to access as well too. All you have to do was to attend the event, the Abyssal Refrain Shop, which is the Kronstadt event. If you attended it, you have the gun, you're pretty much good to go. If you didn't, it's not the end of the world. The next gun I'll be talking about is very similar to this gun, so it's really good at what it does, I will say. Campaign wise, definitely is going to be up there. We'll give it a B. Has a good wide selection of 70 ammo typing on light, which isn't the best, but it's definitely not the worst either. Really high on medium armor, which is going to be most of your enemies in the game, so that's really, really good. And a little bit more on the heavy, which is kind of negligible, but can't go wrong with it. It's definitely a very good gun, and it's pretty fast too. 9.2 second reload. That's very good. Bossing wise, since most of our enemies and friends in this game are heavy and medium armor in this game, it is definitely going to be one of the best guns in this game. It is the highest medium armor large cruiser gun and the second highest on heavy armor. Definitely going to be a good gun for most scenario. We're giving it an A. It is very, very good. Farming wise, just like campaign, it's pretty fast. It has good mods. Again, can't go wrong with it. We'll go with it. We'll give it a B. We'll give it a B there. And Operation Siren, again, is very good at what it does. Second best heavy armor gun. Really good on medium armor, which is a lot of enemies in this game. Definitely giving it an A. It's a very, very good overall gun. It does pretty much everything you need to do on the difficult contents in the game, medium and heavy armor. And it's a good gun overall. Good spread, good fire rates, definitely good damage. Can't go wrong with it. Solid, solid option. And as for the spread, I have it pulled up right here. Hopefully I don't screw it up. This is what it looks like, guys. The spread here is going to be like this. Kind of tight. Using it on light armor. I don't know why, but that's what it looks like for you guys. All right. Looking good, looking good. So let's go ahead and pump this over to the other side. Assign. Hopefully I do this right, but probably. Oh, there we go. All right. So now you guys see like a comparison when it comes to like these guns or whatever. We'll get back to that later though. Let's go ahead and clear this out. Now I have a weird spot right there. I apologize. I gotta add that later on. I'm already messing up this guy's work for me. I apologize. Oh, well, it doesn't matter too much. I'll just leave it like that for now. Oh, it doesn't matter. All right. Anyways, closing that. Right. Let's get into the E-Girl gun, the Triple 305 mm SKC 39 prototype, the PR4 large cruiser gun. 45 firepower, 105 times 3 on the damage, 8.98. Seconds on the reload, 6x6 spread, very, very tight right there. That's what she said, by the way, but man, that is very, very tight. 1 times 3 on the shells, 110 to 130% on the coefficients, and the ammo typing is AP star. 75 on light, 115 on medium armor, and 75 on the heavy armor. So just like the previous gun that I was talking about here, they are very, very similar. A little bit lower damage compared to the Kronstadt gun, but much faster by 0.2 seconds compared to the Kronstadt gun, and has a very tighter spread by 6. That is very, very accurate compared to the Kronstadt gun. The only issue where it falls off is that it has 5 lower heavy armor mods compared to this gun right here. But otherwise, these guns are very, very identical. I probably give the edge over to Kronstadt gun just a little bit because of the 5 mods on the heavy armor, but otherwise these two guns are just very, very close. It's just that this is a limit time gun, but it's easy accessible, whereas the PR4 gun, you have to grind a little bit more in PR4, but you can access it whenever you like to because you can just farm it from PR4, right? So it's a very good gun there, and it's pretty much meant for end game content. So that's pretty much it. And as for what it looks like, let's go ahead and pull up the GIF right here. It looks like this, guys. This is the GIF right here. A little bit tight spread. You can see like all the bullets being very, very close together. It is very, very tight, very accurate gun. Very, very good. Right, so that being said, let's go ahead and give the ratings here. I didn't put in the information. That is my mistake. I'll go ahead and do that right now. Okay, let's not put it like that. Oh god, I'm making a fool out of myself. Why is the font so big? Oh, it's because I probably have it like that. Okay, hold up. I can fix this, right? No. Right. Okay. I think it's because I got rid of the borders, right? Okay, this is just embarrassing right now. I'm making a fool out of myself. Is there a way to make this font smaller? Wait, what's the font size on this? Okay, it has to be 11. I do that. And then I do here, and I click 11. Okay, now it just won't line up anymore. I don't know why. Alright, you know what? Can I just put it into the next box? Alright, whatever. We'll just do that. It looks weird, but we'll go with it. Anyways, scrolling down. So campaign, I'd say I give it like very similar ratings compared to the previous gun. Okay, why is it like that's being weird now? Alright, whatever. We'll do it like this. Compared to the previous gun, which was what? The BA route. I probably give it the same thing. I say it's a very solid gun overall. Very similar to the previous Kronstadt gun. The only difference is that the other one's a little bit better on heavy armor, but otherwise they're very close when it comes to performance. Can't really give one over to the edge. We'll give the exact same rating. B on campaign, A for bossing, B on farming, and A for Operation Siren. Very good end game gun by all means. Very good on heavy, good on medium. Overall, a very solid gun. Can't go wrong with it. Hopefully I don't mess this up. And I messed it up. Beautiful. Alright, off to a good start. Man, I suck with Excel. Oh my god, now it fits on screen. I don't know why, but I guess because the box right here is gone. So I'll probably just do it that way actually, so I don't screw up the Excel spreadsheet some more. That's gonna be bad. And lastly here, we have the triple 310 type 0 prototype, the Azur gun, PR2 gun. 45 firepower, 56 times 6 on the shells, 10.71 seconds on the fire rate, 6x6 spread, very tight, 2 times 3 shells, 110 to 130 coefficients, and ammo typing is 135 HE on light, 100 on medium, and 75 on the heavy. So if you guys haven't realized by now, all large cruiser guns have very similar heavy armor modifiers, about 75 to 90, PR5 being the most, and the others being like very on the lower end. But this gun excels at HE. It's pretty much meant for bossing, mob clearing, and all that jazz. It is pretty much the best gun to use when it comes to I need to put this over. When it comes to just trash content, mob content. Now, when using large cruiser for mob content, there isn't that many scenarios. Maybe World 13, but definitely World 14, definitely Operation Siren. So when you guys think about this gun right here, it doesn't have that much usage, and it's hard to find like proper ways to get much value out of this aside from just like light armor enemies and just mob clearing. So campaign wise, by the time you have a ship that can use this, maybe like Kronstadt, if you have Kronstadt, you can probably get a lot of value from using this gun. So it's definitely not a bad, it's definitely very good, but like assuming you get this gun in time, you'll probably be like later into the game. That's what I'm worried about. So it's definitely very good for campaign though. I definitely give it a B plus actually. It's very good for campaign. Definitely good for campaign. Bossing, there are some boss that are weak to light, not many. It has decent mods on medium armor too. It's definitely not a bad gun for medium as well too. We'll give it a B. Definitely not bad there. Farming wise, personally I wouldn't use large cruiser for farming with. Destroyers and light cruisers are way better for that. We'll give this, give it a B plus. It's not even that bad. In Operation Siren, when you're doing like stronghold clears or whatever, if you're not doing boss fights like arbiter fights, it's definitely a very good gun there. I'm gonna give it a B plus. Definitely not a bad gun. Just doesn't really excel on a lot of boss fights that isn't heavy armor. But overall, it's probably one of my favorite guns to use on large cruisers because it's your day-to-day gun. It's like it's good on medium or decent on medium, very good on light armor, and just like all the other large cruiser guns, it's like kind of whatever on heavy armor, but that's just how it is. Definitely not a bad gun. Probably one of my favorite ones to use for just regular clearing. Right, so we got that all narrowed down here. Go ahead and put that back up. So oh gosh, okay, let me get rid of that. The font was weird. So why is it in gray fonts? I don't get it. Okay, whatever. I got an idea. Hopefully it doesn't screw up. Okay, it's okay. You know what? Why is it like that? Sorry guys, I'm all over the place right now. Is it because it's bold? Alright, there's some. It's because of the font is different. Why isn't this like Calibre? And why is it like some different color? Alright, whatever, dude. I don't care. Anyways, though, that's how it is. So, campaign is the first row right here. Definitely most of them are whatever because large cruisers aren't the best for wave clearing. They're pretty much meant for tanking, so you won't get much value out of that. Bossing, they're all really good. Some better than others in specific content, so you can probably figure out why. The best ones are definitely going to be for the medium armor ones because that's most of the targets in the game, whereas heavy armor isn't as much, but it's definitely difficult as well too. In light armor, there are very minimal fights in light armor as well too, but definitely more in heavy armor. But they aren't as nearly as difficult when it comes to dealing with it. Farming wise, most of them are kind of whatever. A lot of them are lacking, especially the slower reload ones like the PR5 guns. So I wouldn't put this one very, very high. All of them have about the same performance in farming. In Operation Siren is when large cruiser starts taking off in terms of performance. They're very, very useful there for tanking and bossing wise. Definitely all of them are good gun options there. Whereas the Azur gun falls off a little bit short because of the lack of damage she can put out for some of the bigger bosses in the game. Probably really good for a temperance fight, but everything else though, kind of whatever. But still really, really good though. B+ is still very, very good. So with that being said, let's give a thorough rating for all the guns. I'll make a list once again for you guys to see. I'll put it in different armor categories this time around. I did last time, I did high explosives and armor piercing, but I think people understand that fairly easily. So I'll just go ahead and do this one for light, medium, and heavy armor this time around, just to make things a little bit easier for you guys to see. Personally though, I don't think any of the large cruiser guns are bad. They're all niche. You pick the ones that you can use for specific content. Otherwise, most of them are about the same in terms of performance. I wouldn't say any of them in particular is like better than the other one, because you need all of them in specific content. So I can't really hate on any of the guns. They're all very, very good. With that being said though, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I got to play around with this Excel spreadsheet some more because I'm very, very bad at it. But I hope you guys like this new format, kind of. I try to make it a little bit easier for you guys with the not me, but one of my Discord members made it easier for you guys with the link at the gear, the campaign, bossing, farming, Operation Siren tabs. A little bit more visible for you guys to see. And I gotta get better at using that. But overall, had fun using it and had a great time making this video. So hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, I'll see you guys next video. Thank you guys for watching.